Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's Bars and Barbells. I'm Phil.
I'm Sam.
My lovely co-host joining me today to do some Bob Seger. Turn the Page is the track that we're doing. Haven't done any Bob Seger so far on the channel.
It's the first one.
It's always exciting when we get to do a new artist.
Yes.
And apparently Bob Seger is really popular, but I've never heard the name.
Neither have I. I don't think so.
It's one of the best-selling artists, global artists of all time.
It's crazy.
And he, I believe, kickstarted his career. It really took off in 1969, started in the 60s, and then spanned a career of 6 decades.
6 decades.
60 years.
That's wild.
Long time to be making hit records.
Yeah, seriously.
So
a lot of stamina.
So I'm surprised I haven't at least heard the name before, but I have not.
Sounds like vaguely familiar to me, like the name, but I
Does
don't
it?
know what genre or anything about him.
It doesn't sound familiar to me.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is what you guys were saying we got to get on the channel was Bob Seger at some point.
And here we
So
are.
we're doing it. I don't know if this is a good representation of Bob Seger, but you guys can let us know if there's something better that we should look into. If this is, one that we should have went with first for our introduction, but going in blind is something you got to do.
Yeah,
I got to jump in and learn how to swim.
I know absolutely nothing about him, so.
So I guess we should find out.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
On a long and lonesome highway east of Omaha, you can listen to the engine moaning out his one-note song. You can think about the woman or the girl you knew the night before. But your thoughts will soon be wandering the way they always do when you're riding 16 hours and there's nothing much to do. And you don't feel much like riding, you just wish the trip was through. See, here I am on the road again. There I am up on the stage. Here I go.
Sounds live.
Playing star again. There I go. Turn the page.
Yeah, definitely live.
His vocal sounds really good, though.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you walk into a restaurant, strung out from the road, and you feel the eyes upon you as you're shaking off the cold. You pretend it doesn't bother you, but you just want to explode.
Dropping bars.
Most times you can't hear them talk, other times you can. All the same old cliches. Is that a woman or a man? And you always seem outnumbered. You don't dare make a stand. Here I am on the road again. There I am up on the stage. Here I go playing star again. There I go. Turn the page.
Looks like we might pick it up a little bit. I'm not sure, but I'm not sure it's needed.
A little bit of a build, I know. Thoughts?
It's very, very cool. I think mentioned his vocal sounds awesome, especially if this is live.
Fire.
Yeah, it's so clear.
I
It's
really like his vocal.
It's just, and telling this story, that's what you need, right? And it's got me hanging on every word. Obviously not much instrumentation backing him. It's just, him stand out, but
I was
enough.
gonna say, like, the instrumentation is there, but it's very subtle and low
Just
and
enough to add a
mellow.
rhythm
Yeah.
to allow him to tell the story and let his vocal really be
Yeah.
at the forefront, which is awesome. And we've heard some other artists kind of do something similar where it's more like it's not acoustic, specifically because it's got some percussion there, but obviously it's toned down a lot. But we've heard other artists kind of do this more from the female perspective, I feel like, where you bring down the instrumentation more and allow the vocal to stand out a lot. But so this is interesting. I mean, we've had other instances like A Boy Named Sue, for example, with Johnny Cash, which was really stripped down. But I think that's different because obviously there's comedic value. This is more like almost like a haunting story. It's storytelling. It's just, but its vocal is almost haunting. You know what I'm saying? And that, like, when Johnny Cash did it, was more funny, and you were listening to the words that he was saying, and he did a great job of that. And he did.
It was more of like an upbeat kind of.
Man in Black, I guess, would be more similar to this one, but I feel like Bob Seger is definitely a stronger vocalist, and I don't want to compare, Johnny Cash.
It's like apples to oranges, but
just that's the only like real male vocalist off the top of my head that I can think of that has a similar setting of the way the song is presented.
Yeah.
But Bob Seger's great vocalist, super clear, sounds great. Like I said, if this is live, so
this is live. It's like even more mind blowing.
Yeah. And so anyways, what are your thoughts?
Well, I think he's just like talking a little bit about being on the road and what that's like, being in like coming in and out of places, being on the road and on the stage and dealing with all these people watching you and judging you and whatever, right? And I think he made that point to saying, is it a boy or a girl or a woman or a man? He said a woman or a man, right? And probably talking to potentially maybe some long hair, but who knows?
Yeah, I think that would probably be, time frame wise, right?
Yeah.
Like,
also wearing lots of like bell bottoms and open shirts and all those types of things.
Well, we've
too,
seen that fashion, right?
Yes.
A lot of these rockers, and I thought we were reading that he's a rock artist, right? But this sounds really almost country to me. So
but this wasn't what I was expecting for rock.
No, not at all. But
I like it a lot.
But we could be wrong. We could have, just misrepresented what we read. But
or watch it's literally about to pick up and turn into a rock song now.
That's very valid too. Are you ready to continue?
I am. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's just run it back a little bit.
And start again. There I go. Turn the page. The spotlight, you're a million miles away. Every ounce of energy you try to give away as the sweat pours out your body like the music that you play. Later in the evening as you lie awake in bed, with the echoes from the amplifiers ringing in your head, you smoke the day's last cigarette, remembering what she said. Here I am on the road again. There I am up on the stage. Here I go, playing star again. There I go, turn the page. Here I am, on the road again. There I am, up on the stage. Here I go, playing star again.
That was sick. I like that a lot.
You liked it, eh?
Yeah.
What did you think after we stopped, paused it, and got back into it? Any additional thoughts you had?
Yeah, I feel like he kicked up his vocal a little bit there at certain points. Like he got even more emotional, kind of passionate and gritty and into that a little bit, like at certain points. I mean, it was already incredible, but he took it even that next step.
Oh yeah, I think he took it quite a bit further.
Yeah, it was so good. And then also I feel like the instrumentation picked up a little bit there. Like it wasn't anything that it was like a really big build or like turned into a rock song or anything, but they brought in the like, I don't know what that was, maybe some sort of like brass or something that they brought in there.
I'm not sure what part you're referring to. I mean, they had obviously the saxophone in there, which I assume you knew.
Yeah, that's the case. That's what I'm talking about. I wasn't sure if it was a saxophone or if it was something else.
Yeah, no, it was saxophone.
That's why I said brass, because that's what I thought it was, but I didn't
Yeah.
know if it was like maybe like something else. Anyways.
Yeah, I thought you were referring to something else, but yeah, the saxophone usage was great in there.
So they brought that in the second half, which I thought brought the energy up a little bit more. And even I thought like the percussion and stuff came up a little bit too, which is cool.
Yeah, for sure. The tempo definitely picked up. His lyrics, I think, the back half, it was supposed to bring in more energy. Alongside with the storytelling of him, being out on the road and kind of painting that picture of a roadie. But that's what I mean. It's kind of interesting because I don't get that vibe from the song. Like, I don't get the, I mean, I guess it's important to him, right? Like being out on the road and telling his life story, basically, probably at the time. And like, that might be troublesome at times for him. But in the general theme of the song, it feels like it's more of a somber tone, with the song that he's singing about.
I'm sure, like, being on the road, like, it's probably there's certain points that are lonely and like you might get hated on, or like people are like watching you and judging you, like all the hard parts of being on the road.
Well, that's what I mean, though. Like, I think like some of the lyrics that he used weren't like really making you feel like he was lonely or like he was in this dark place. But
Yeah.
I feel like the sound that he was singing with and the song made me feel like he was in a dark place.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm trying to say, but maybe it didn't come out the way I wanted it to. Anyways, I really enjoyed it. It was a great song. Bob Seger is super talented.
That was awesome.
I would love to hear more from him. Obviously, songwriting component, but the lyrics, the vocal component as well. Sorry if I'm like all over the place today, guys. You can see I got a little bit of a sunburn, so maybe my brain got burnt as well. But I really enjoyed it, so we'll leave it at that. I enjoyed it. Leave a comment, let us know about Bob Seger. Anything you want to add? Maybe you can wrap us up here.
No, I thought it was really, really great. I loved like all of it, and I would really be interested in seeing what else he has in his catalog to see how that kind of, I guess, compares to this from a standpoint if this is kind of like what he sounds like or if this is different. And also I would be interested to know, like, I mean, it sounds like it was live, but maybe you guys could confirm that, yes or no.
It was definitely live.
Yeah, because you could hear the people being like, woo, like
Yes,
I was
you were
background.
emulating that at the end.
But yeah, I loved it. Like 3 thumbs up from me, and I want to hear more. So give us some suggestions, please, and thank you.
You heard it from Sam. So give us some suggestions, hit the like button, subscribe, come back tomorrow.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.